Good morning, everybody. Today we have taken off from the Christmas Inn. We are leaving Pigeon Forge. We are heading over actually to the Lost Sea Adventure, which is a cave that takes you down to an underground lake. Apparently it is a great tour if you like caves, and I just booked that right now. After that, I'm not 100% sure what we're doing, but we will figure that out as we go. We missed breakfast this morning at the Christmas Inn, so I don't know what that's like either. We did pick up breakfast on our way. We are just heading out at the moment, so let's go see what this cave is all about. You guys, we are driving by the world's biggest Buc-ee's? Is it the world's? I guess it's the only biggest Buc-ee's, since Buc-ee's aren't everywhere. But we don't have time to go in because we've got tickets with a time. Okay, everybody, we made it to Sweetwater, Tennessee. We are going to go check out this underground boat ride. From what I see online, everybody seems to love it, although the name is pretty cheesy. But we're going to go see what this cave is like and what the underground boat ride is like. And for the four of us, it costs just over $100, and it's about 10 minutes off the I-75. Okay, you guys, we just made it here. All right, this is the beginning of our tour. I'm not sure if I should have brought a sweater. Wow. Well, we get on a boat. Just watch your head.
Alright, now you guys walk all the way across the bridge over here to this dead end to see one thing, and it's all the way back in the corner over here. Way back here we have the Cascades. Cascades is made up of two sections. The lower section right here is flow stone that's made of calcium carbonate. That's the active ingredients on antacids like Tums and Rolaids. The upper area here is drapery. It's made of iron oxide. It's basically a fancy way of saying it's made of rust. We also like to call the drapery cave bacon here because in the right lighting it does look kind of like a slice of bacon. Hope you're not too hungry though, you cannot eat the cave bacon. It's not as tasty as it sounds. But like I said, this is a dead end. We do have to head right back across the bridge, but before you head back across, you need a closer look or a picture of the Cascades. It's your only chance to do so. We don't come back across this bridge on the way out. I'm gonna slide right past you guys here, be one less person in y'all's way.
Let's go look at the cave bacon. You can take a photo.
It looks like bacon. It does.
There it is. Cave bacon. Yeah, we're heading back up. Watch the low rock. I don't know if any of us are actually tall enough to hit that rock.
I can hit it.
I'm close, but no cigar.
I can't hit it.
No, you can't.
I'm turning 8 tomorrow.
Yes, you are.
Tomorrow I'm going to be a bit bigger. And
That's not how it works, man.
yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works.
Okay, we're going down the other side.
Right here on the side of the trail, we have our Vale of Tears. The Vale of Tears here is an active formation of stalactites on top. They drip down and form these stalagmites underneath them. Both of these are active and growing, and they're going to keep growing. They can grow together and form a stalactostalagmite, like the one right here. You can also call that a column or a pillar. It's a lot easier to say than stalactostalagmite. That's kind of hard to say. But the easiest way to remember the difference between a stalactite and a stalagmite is a stalactite hangs tight at the ceiling, and a stalagmite might get tall one day. As we go to head down the trail, right here where I'm at does transition from pavement to clay. During that transition it's a little steep, so just watch your step as you head down the trail right here. How fast do they grow? It just depends on rainfall mostly.
It's
so
really
a lot of
cold.
rainfall, a lot of water can.
It's a pretty big cave, eh? Ooh, it's up and down, up and down.
This room that we're in right here, this is the hanging rock chamber. It gets that name from the hanging bedrock pendants located on the ceiling throughout the entire room. These were formed years ago by two water sources colliding in here. One water source came in the same way we just came in. The other water source came from our natural entrance up that way. They formed a whirlpool in here that cut away the rock for insulating pendants. The eye of that whirlpool would have been this flat area right over here. There are a few things here in Natural Entrance that are worth mentioning, so I tell you about them while we're down here, so we don't have to go all the way up there. The first one of those things is the cat chamber. The cat chamber is a 90-foot pit they found back in 1940. At the bottom of that pit, they found the remains of a Pleistocene jaguar. The cat measured 8 feet long, including the tail, and weighed about 500 pounds. Now, the remains were donated to the American Museum of Natural History in New York, but we do have a cast-nose paw print and a bronze statue of its head looking like. Those within our front lobby where you guys got your tickets earlier, so you can check those out once we back up that way. And also near Natural Entrance in 1947, they had the Cavern Tavern. The Cavern Tavern was a bar down here in the cave. They had 3 dance floors, 3 moonshine stills, and live music.
Wow.
Sounds pretty cool, right? Nothing could go wrong with a bar cave, right? Except it did. Due to the conditions down here, such as the pressure and the humidity, people could drink well over their limit and not feel any of the effects until they went to leave. And like I said, the exit was 132 stairs. So they would come down here, drink and have a good time, and as soon as at the end of the night, they would start to climb those stairs. And you know, the higher they got, the higher they got. A lot of people fell down those stairs. It was not good for business. The Cavern Tavern was closed just a few months after it opened due to safety concerns and a lack of business. And also in the late 1950s, this entire cave was used as a fallout shelter in case of a natural or national disaster. We had supplies down here to feed 20,000 people for up to 2 weeks. Luckily, there was no disaster, so we got rid of most of the supplies. But to keep a little bit for ourselves, so that's these boxes and barrels back here in the corner kind of behind me. And they are still sealed. There's still technically food inside of there, but that food is from the 1950s. It's a little expired. Probably wouldn't taste too good. I don't recommend getting a snack out of there. Now, the last thing I already covered in this room is total natural darkness. Is anybody scared of the dark?
Just to recap, there was a bar down here as well. She turned out all the lights and it was complete darkness, so I had to turn out my camera so that it didn't interfere. But we are now heading out of here, back up the way we came, and we are going to the lake. We're going to get on the boat, see what that's all about. It's a pretty interesting cave tour so far. He didn't like total darkness.
Because they make hotel rooms.
Yeah. Last night we had a Christmas tree lighting up the room. I know. It was fine, didn't you think? So apparently, if you're in total darkness for 2 weeks, as soon as you come into the light, it would burn your eyes out and you would be blind. So you wouldn't want to hang out in a cave for too long. We're supposed to look in this hole with the red light and see if we see the devil's face. I guess if we do, we're bad people. You don't want to look in the red light?
No, I'm looking. I don't see anything.
Well, we got to get closer to it.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. Okay.
Doing kind of gold mining in here, or did they ever try that?
No, there's no resources like that in this cave. No gold, no diamonds.
It's not a Minecraft cave. No gold, no diamonds.
The only thing that was mined in here was the soldiers had mined it for the organic material. Was that one.
Okay. Oh, God.
What do you see?
I don't know. I don't see anything.
We don't even have those bats in here anymore. We got too much noise. So
I see a hole.
Yeah.
well, so we just got clay. That's about it.
Did you hear that, Liam? There's not even bats anymore because there's too much light and noise.
Alright, cool. Awesome. We'll keep on heading through. Over here on the other side of the trail, it's a lot less spooky. Over here, this is the beginning of our baby Grand Canyon. The baby Grand Canyon was formed the same way the Grand Canyon formed. Water came in from the top and cut away the rock, and it's a nice canyon. Now, I do believe the Grand Canyon's about a mile deep. Our baby Grand Canyon is about 10 to 12 feet deep. It's a lot smaller. But it's still grand, it's just baby grand. And as you head down the trail here beside this hill gets pretty steep, so especially if you're here, do watch your step. If you think you need some help getting down the hill, we have this metal handrail that goes all the way down the hill. I recommend using that one. It goes all the way down the hill. We have this wooden one, but it ends right here. After that, you're on your own. There's no handrail after that.
Okay, let's go see the baby grand.
The metal is gold. The metal is cold.
It's cold? Okay. We're going to see the baby Grand Canyon, which is about 10 to 12 feet deep. There it is.
Oh, that kind of looks like the entrance to the hellhole. just has a sign. Because it's very, very thin.
You're obsessed with this cave.
Yeah, the topo is interesting.
Yes, it is.
So this area we're in right here, this is the beginning of our spring room. We call this a spring room because we do have water flowing through a little farther down. You can probably hear it by now. That is Crystal Falls. It's the only visible water source we have to the lake. We're going to pass by on the trail. We're also going to pass by an authentic Tennessee moonshine still from the Cavern Tavern. We moved it down here so you could get a view of it as we head down towards the lake. But before we get on the trail, I have to give you guys a warning. This next part of the walk is the worst part of the walk. It is steep, it is slick, it's the equivalent of going down and then back up a 7-story building. Now the walk down is optional, you don't have to go, but once you get down there, the walk up is mandatory. You do have to come back up, I can't leave you down there. I don't want to leave you down there. So if you have any kind of breathing problems, walking problems, heart problems, anything like that, and you don't think you make the walk down and then back up later, like I said, you don't have to. You hang out at these lovely benches we just passed by right here on the trail. That's our first rest area. You can have a nice quiet 25 to 30 minutes here alone in the dark, in the cave. But you won't be alone forever. You do come back up this way, so we'll just pick you up as we head out at the end of the tour. But if you do stay up here, you will miss seeing the lake, and you will miss the boat ride, because the lake is at the bottom of the trail, so if you stay up here, you can't quite see it from that distance.
Oh, there it is. Look.
Water. The only water source. Water.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like a shower.
It does sound like a shower. Let's go get a good look at it. That's it hitting the rock.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's really neat.
Mom.
Yeah.
Mom, you can see the South Korea down there.
Can you? Is that chilly?
No, I can hear the metal.
Let's see.
Kinda. Okay,
Oh, wow,
I can't see it
yeah,
anymore.
it's that chilly.
On the lake back in 1905. He was down here exploring the cave during a drought and found a small tunnel in this area. It was about 40 feet long and about the size of a bicycle tire around. He did what most teenagers do and crawled through it to see what was on the other side. Once he got to the other side, he found himself knee deep in water. He wanted to see how big that area of water was, so he balled up clay, threw it around, hoping he would hit a wall, but he didn't know how big the room was. But as he threw the clay, all he heard was splashing. The place was so big he couldn't even find the wall. So he went back to the surface and told everybody about the cool lake he found. But you know, no one wants to believe a 13-year-old that he found a lake underground during a drought, so no one believed him. He finally did convince his father to come down here and check the place out. By the time he got down here with his father, the drought had ended. So the tunnel he crawled through before was full of water and the lake was no longer accessible. It was lost. It wasn't found again for another 59 years. People were down here during a different drought. They found a small tunnel in this area. They heard the story of Ben from years before and figured it was probably the same place. So to find out if it was, they blasted through here. That's why it looks different here than the rest of the cave. This area was blasted through. And I'm glad they did so, or else we'd have to crawl through to see the lake. So I'm glad they made us a nice walkway instead. But once they blasted through, like I said, they found the lake. Jump back to the surface to let everybody, especially Ben's family, know that he was right. There was a lake down here. When they found Ben's family, they found Ben himself. He was still alive, just an old man at that point. And he told them about his adventure down here as a kid and how when he went through the tunnel that was here, there was a different type of rock. And right here is a type of granite that is found nowhere else in the entire cave. So once he mentioned that, they knew they had the same place, so it had to be the same lake. So Ben got full credit for discovery of the lake, and this tunnel was named in his honor. And he got one of the biggest I told you so's in Tennessee history. Now our next stop is the lake. We're almost there. But between here and there's still some low rocks, so if you watch your head, and it can get a little slick up here as well, so do watch your step.
Way to go, Ben. Oh yeah. Oh, here we are. We made it to the, wow, indoor lake.
Alright, congratulations, y'all are now selecting North America's largest underground lake going top speed. So the dimensions of this lake is 800 feet long, 220 feet wide, and 65 feet tall from the surface level of the water to the highest point of the ceiling. Now right there at the boat dock is about 10 to 15 feet deep, the midpoint is 30 to 40, and the deepest point is about 70 to 75. Now y'all may be wondering what this set of stairs over here is for. That was from our drought in 2007. Our water level decreased 30 feet. That extended all the way to our fish feeding area, where we would take a boat ride that lasted 2 to 3 minutes if you were lucky. Now we did get nicknamed the Lost Puddle for a couple of years, even after the drought had ended in 2008. Now in 1973, we did have a group of scuba divers come down here. They found a channel 30 to 35 feet underwater. It went back about 800 feet, went to a room double the size of this one. Keep in mind this room is 4.5 acres, so that one's about 9.5. Now they were mapped out that room as well, but they thought there was going to be a minor rock fall due to the pressure of their gear. They got out of there as quickly as they possibly could. That minor rock fall did occur, but it was luckily after everybody had gotten out safely, so they did deem it too dangerous to ever explore again. That channel is over in here, just 30 to 35 feet underwater. Now there was also another group of scuba divers come down here in 2003. They were from the Natural History Channel. They were mostly trying to see if they could find any ancient artifacts on the lake floor. The only thing they found was a pager from the 90s.
There's another fish.
And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the fish. They are rainbow trout. They were put in here in 1967 as an experiment to see if they could find an exit. They were tagged their name, location, phone number, just in case any local fishermen caught them. But like anything that cannot see in the dark to swim and it gets fed 24/7, they decided they didn't want to leave. So we still don't know if there is next to the lake or not. We are going to assume there is one. We just don't know where it's at. Now these fish also cannot reproduce out here due to them being river fish. They need a strong moving current and a rocky bottom to reproduce. We don't have either one of those here. We have a clay bottom. Their eggs cannot stick to it. They will float up to the top and the fish will mistake it for their fish food. And as we are approaching the fish feeding area, please keep your hands inside of the boat. I don't want anybody getting bit today. And do y'all have any questions? What is it?
So normally is this how high the lake is?
Yes. We normally like to keep it around this level. Alright, so congratulations, y'all have now made it to the fish feeding area. So, and a few other things about the fish. So they are rainbow trout. Now there are a few common misconceptions about them. One being they're blind, the other being they're albino. They're actually neither. They only lose about 20% of their eyesight and about 70% of their color. Now the largest fish we've ever found in here was Trevor. She was 16.7 pounds and 33 inches long. And the largest fish we have in here now is Bubba. He's about 2 feet long, about 12 pounds. I've not seen him yet, but if I do see him, I will point him out to you all.
Wow.
Now there was an incident where one of these fish did jump into the lap of a woman. She did the only reasonable thing I think I can ever imagine. That wasn't throwing it back in, that was being a death her purse. Now she did refuse to give the fish up, we did refuse to argue with her, no telling what she would have done to us. We did get a call a couple of days later saying the fish tasted like dog food, rightfully so, when we made beef and liver pellet.
Oh my god. Wow.
Now back here is the deepest point of the lake that is, what, 75 feet deep. No, we cannot go back there. I don't feel like getting the boat stuck. This little does taper down and the handrail on the boat is a little too high. Alright, so we will be exiting the fish feeding area. You all can wave bye to the fish. Name a couple if y'all would like.
This is the quietest boat ride I've ever been on.
Finally light.
Wow. That's quite the walk back, isn't it? All uphill.
I'm surprised I made it.
That was awesome. Yeah. We gotta go this way. Out through the gift shop. You can get a souvenir penny. Or a tiny little drink. Or you can get jewelry made out of stones. Yeah, or rock. Yes, stream catchers. That one's very pretty. Okay. Very small little gift store. You don't need anything. So after you're done in the cave, they've got a section over here that is a glass shop and a sweets shop, and you can wander around in there. You can buy things if you'd like. It is a very hot day. We are continuing on our road trip, so we are not going to pop in over there, but it looks like it is open. The restrooms are available in the building. So we all really enjoyed that. I highly suggest if you have the time to come. That took us about an hour and a half to do the whole tour. You were at the pace of everybody else while you were coming back up, because it is quite steep, so different people have different levels of fitness, or they may have different mobility issues. So you take your time. They've got different rest stops on the way up because it is quite steep. You're going down into the hole to get down to the lake, and then you've got to walk all the way back up. So it was phenomenal. I can't recommend it enough. The lake was amazing, very quiet, calm, peaceful, beautiful, clear water. The cave was interesting, and they do turn the lights off, so if anybody's afraid of the dark, it was only off for about a minute maybe, but just something to note. Okay guys, we are taking a quick break out of the car. We are going to pop into the Olive Garden, have something to eat. We are very close to Atlanta, Georgia, and the traffic is backing up. So we're going to hop off here before we get through into that traffic. It's about 5:30, so we're going to try to miss rush hour. So let's go do this. All right, we're going to get fried mozzarella to start.
Wait.
Also, they bring you breadsticks and salad.
Breadsticks.
Kids menu. What do you have, Liam? Just fries?
Yeah, just fries.
They have kids pizza. Did you try that before?
Yeah.
Kids pizza?
Kids pizza.
That's a pizza, Liam.
It's great. I haven't took a bite yet. The cheese that's falling off half of the pizza I'm eating first.
Okay, so
Ultimate
peach Bellini,
tic-tac-toe.
iced tea. So just peach iced tea. And cheese ravioli on the way with marinara sauce. Dinner had.
Yeah, harder air.
We are all full, ready to get back on the road. Let's go find ourselves a hotel. Not booked yet, so let's see what we're gonna do. Just going through Atlanta, Georgia. Very pretty city, but a lot of traffic. Authentic view of the Fairfield by Marriott, right off the side of I-75. Beautiful sounds of the train. So glad to be here. It is like coming up to 11 p.m. and we are so ready to get in there. Okay, you guys, we are arriving very late. It is almost 11 o'clock, just before I would say, but we've just walked into the room. It is a little bit warm. We're gonna have to turn the air on, but we did ask for something quiet. We are up on the 4th floor. There's 5 floors in this building, and we are at room 402 at the end of the hallway. So not even near the elevators, which is lovely. And here we go. Pretty standard stuff in here. You've got some place to hang all your clothes, your ironing board. Your bathroom is over here on the right. We'll go in there in a second. We've got everything we need over here. Microwave, coffee maker with all of the goodies on the side, and a fridge, which does not appear to be on according to my 15-year-old. We've got the 2 queen-size beds with the mid-table. It's a pretty big room, actually. Lots of space. And there is your middle console table. We've got plugs, not USBs, but USBs over in this clock radio here. Pretty standard room. Child in the chair. No mirror above your little desk there, so if you're going to get ready, you're going to go over to this mirror or in the washroom. TV.
Open
Couple of drawers. So we are only here for the one night. Thank you, sir. Lovely.
There's another one. The chair here.
We got these funky curtains over here and a beautiful view of the parking lot. Woo!
Here's another drawer.
So this is just off the I-75. You can see it going by right there. There is plenty of hotels here. So if you are a member of one of these chains, you will have all of the options. So this one is Marriott Fairfield. Let's go on in the bathroom quickly. It's nice and clean. Ooh, the bed is squishy. Okay. There's all of our stuff, our towels. We've got the light above. Hello, everyone. Let's see what our shower is looking like. We'll see how the pressure is. So far, all of our hotels have been very light pressure, but you've got all of the shampoo, conditioner, body wash. Alice and Company looks like. Tub is probably one of those things that every hotel needs to update. Like, ugh. You know, it's just one of those things, but comfortable, clean, that's all we need. Is it squishy?
Yeah. Of course, the best bed to jump on, but...
Yeah, it looks like a bouncy bed.
Under the blanket test, make sure there's no, like, black stuff or anything else.
Okay, that's strange.
What is it?
Let's feel these pillows. We've had some really decent pillows on this trip, and that one also does not disappoint. It's feather. This one I think is synthetic. I can't tell.
And this one I think is feather again.
But this one is feather, for sure.
And
Looks like it passes the test.
Wait, let me read it. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. You heard it here, folks. All right, there's Minnie over there in the corner. She's ready for bed. Let's do this. Thanks, everybody, for being part of our road trip. I hope you're enjoying it so far. Like and subscribe if you are. We've got lots to go. It has been quite an adventure. So we'll see you guys all in the morning. Good night, everyone.